Curtis, what's good, man? You and your feelings about Daphne? Is she with gang them? Or is it that you sucking little Rod dick? However it go, I want you to fade, nigga. Fuck all that. Since it's entertainment, let me beat the shit out of you on TV or something. Don't duck that. I'm calling you out. What you want to do, Curtis? Curtis!
50 Cent is at it again and calling it out.
Oh, it is over for him. Come back to work. To be in the entertainer business? Listen to me, man. And I don't want to bring this guy's story up because it's old. And I know he's trying to live past it, but I'm going to bring it up anyway. Ray Rice, his wife, spit in his face. And he did what he did on that elevator. He ain't played one football game after that. Nowhere that I know of. He may have went overseas and played or something like that. I don't know that to be true. But he didn't play in the NFL, a hell of a running back. He ain't played not one down in the NFL after that. No endorsements. Nobody's going to have anything to do with old boy. And when they come out with this other stuff, he gonna come back to work. I wouldn't be surprised if he do the ultimate sin, is suicide. Because bruh, he's such a narcissistic that he couldn't stand not being somewhere and not being seen. His whole life, his whole career was about him being seen in the public. It was about him, taking everybody else's dreams and making them his. And now, him nor his kids would profit from anything from Bad Boy or Sean Puffy Combs again. His kids is gonna suffer behind this.
Wow, man, that's crazy to hear, man. And knowing Diddy, you think it's a good chance he might take his life?
He was talking about taking his life at the City College thing. Yo, Ferg, ASAP Ferg's father, say, yo, man, we gotta watch him, man. This nigga talking about killing himself. I say, so let him. If you're that weak, I said, let him. And he said, Eugene, why you say that? I said, man, listen to me, man. He ain't no good to nobody if he talking about hurting himself. His life don't belong to him. His life belong to God. What he should be trying to do right now is work his way towards God now, for real, and not that devil he been worshiping. That those people got him believing, you understand, that's the true God. Because everything from what I know, since I've been around him, everything that's gone forward has been that of the devil. The drugs, the alcohol, the partying, everything has been of
They got it. But speaking of the raid, right? Did you see that viral video of Diddy? He was seen in Miami with Stevie J after the raid. You seen that video?
Yeah, I seen it.
What you think about that?
Well, I go way back when Stevie J first came to Bad Boy after they left Uptown Records and everything like that. And Stevie J and Puff fell out real bad over, it could have been producer credits and the whole 9 yards. But Stevie J didn't F with him until Love and Hip Hop. When Stevie J went to Love and Hip Hop and he became famous from that, Puff called him over there and they had a meeting, and I guess they rekindled their friendship. Because I used to bodyguard Stevie J and, go to different clubs. I got pictures and everything. Stevie J didn't mess with Puff, until after that Love and Hip Hop thing went down, So now they back cool. what got me about the stuff like that them being back cool, that Stevie J went on TMZ and was speaking up on behalf of Diddy. Now, if anybody I want speaking up behalf of me, or I had anybody speaking up on my behalf, it wouldn't be Stevie J. You understand? I don't think that an individual of his caliber is capable or can be trusted in a way that I would like for him based on his actions on television and who he is as a person, what he has been shown as an individual, is a type of individual that I would have speaking on my behalf. Come on, we know he's a drug abuser. We know that he's been seen putting his hands on women in the wrong way. And I don't know, that shit is crumbling, man. You know what I'm saying? But you know, you can always say this, man. And the infamous words of one of the world's greatest comedians, Richard Pryor, cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Why you say that cocaine is a hell of a drug?
Because LaRob said that they be doing the liquid cocaine in the bottles, in the Ciroc bottles. We know Stevie J been in countless rehabs back and forth. We know, we've heard of.
Oh, girl.
So, my man, when you get on those type of psychotropical, I think it's psychotropical drugs, man, and you start believing your own bullshit, and them two individuals together, man, you know they got to be crazy. Something got to be wrong with when he sit up there and he said that he want to challenge 50. And I don't know much about that clout shit. Him challenging 50 to a fight, and we seen how 50 Cent, we seen how Stevie J fight on Love and Hip Hop and all that other bullshit. Him, Scrappy, him, this other cat. My man, there's no way. There's no way. He don't want it with 50, bro. That's if that ain't cocaine, the Pope ain't Catholic.
So you feel like 50 Cent would give Stevie J that work?
It wouldn't even be a job. 50 Cent will whoop niggas like Stevie J on the way to a real fight.
You seen 50 fight before?
I ain't never seen 50 fight. I seen some tapes of him get down on that end, but I never seen him fight in person. But I know the demeanor of a man. I was with 50 Cent on a couple of occasions, and one occasion, it was just me and 50 and about probably 6 other dudes that didn't want to get out the car because he was ready to get down. And you could see it in him. You could see he got it in him like that. I'm looking at him. I wrote this shit about this shit in my book. 50 ain't back. He don't back down, bro. And you could see when you know a dude is about it, and got it in him, you could see it in his eye. You could see it in the way he carry himself. You see how he threw his own man in the bushes, Tony Yayo. They got tapes on 50 getting down boxing. I've seen tapes on him. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen him in person, you know, as far as fighting. I've been with him in person, but he got it in him, bro.
But yeah, that caught me by surprise because I always knew that Stevie J, he did production for Bad Boy, but I never knew him and Diddy was that close until, you know, as of late, you know, since the raid. So.
Yo, they was close. Bro, Stevie J and Puff was like pots and pans back in the day. I don't know what happened between them, but something happened on the producing credit side that Stevie J stopped effing with him. And, Stevie wasn't dealing with him at all. He was just doing more stuff for Jodeci.
Oh, Honey.
24 hours.
Whoa.
But now I heard she's cooperating with the feds.
She's a civilian. What do you expect?
Right. Well, what's interesting, I actually looked this up because I'm sure when they settled the lawsuit, she signed an NDA saying she's not going to write a book, she's not going to do a documentary, whatever
When
else.
the feds
right?
come, that's probably all out the window.
Well, yeah, here's the thing. An NDA is a private agreement.
Yeah,
a
but the
criminal
feds-
case supersedes that.
Yeah.
So she could be compelled to take the stand, and she could basically throw that NDA out the window on the stand.
Of course, and she's a civilian, and it is what it is. And yo, let me tell you something. God got his ways of humbling people.
Yeah.
You could be right here, and the next day they all laughing at you. We're public property. That's what I learned. When I seen Fitz down there, yo, we public property. You can say whatever you want to say. So it's public property. You walking on eggshells, my nigga. Whoever you are. And if you a black billionaire, come on.
It's looking bad out here.
As for
Diddy.
niggas taking up for 50, like 50, 50 been not fucking with Diddy for his reasons. Like niggas be saying little funny shit behind the scenes, and you know, G-Unit spies is everywhere. G-Unit spy, that's what G-Unit spies is everywhere, bro.
Okay, because I remember one of the funniest Drink Champs ever was when 50 was on there, and he said that he met up with Diddy, and Diddy offered to take him shopping.
Yeah, you can't tell a nigga from New
That's
York.
crazy.
No, you can't tell a
That's crazy.
nigga from New York no shit like that. Let's be real.
He's like, what? He's like, I'm a bad bitch or something? I you gonna let me take me shopping?
You gotta understand, Fifth been like that since the beginning of time. When he used to come to the block, he was the nigga like, oh shit, boo boo coming.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, this nigga, some shit is about to start. That's who he is. And as for niggas saying they want fades and all that, like, I don't know what niggas think. We've been
You talking about Stevie J.
No,
Stevie J
but like
wants to
Stevie
fight
J,
50.
I don't like to talk about these dudes, cause like Benzino and them, I don't look at it as real street shit.
Yeah.
Like when you beef, like I said, with
Entertainment, man.
like
It's all
a
entertainment,
with like a henchman or a fucking a World or any of these type
Fat
of
Joe.
niggas. Yeah, or Fat Joe, you know, he's street.
Yeah.
But like a Benzino, like years ago, we ran down on Benzino in Miami. We ran down on him like, yo, don't put us in the Source magazine. Cause he was so obsessed with Eminem's success, and G-Unit was the shit at the time, and niggas was just, it always been a hate thing cause we signed with Eminem. Why? It's the nigga that put me on. I don't give a fuck what color he is. That's just me. You understand what I'm saying? And like I said, nobody owed me nothing. I'm just the type of nigga that just be like, yo, you know what? I appreciate what niggas did. Niggas got me out the hood. Niggas got houses. We went to 103 places. We went on tour for 103 dates. The third, 50 has the
6 months, nigga.
third biggest grossing tour in the world.
As soon as 50 Cent's post dropped, the internet went * wild star. The boldness of his comments left fans and media outlets in complete shock, and everyone couldn't stop talking about it. Twitter was on fire, with users divided. Some were fully backing 50 Cent and his savage words, while others were quick to defend Stevie J, calling out 50 for being too harsh. It was like a digital tug-of-war, with opinions flying everywhere.
Ever.
I actually looked this up. I have this in my notes.
It's about to be the second. All the numbers ain't even in yet. I think it's the second most gross.
No, right. I
should
actually
be
looked
the
at the
second.
numbers. You guys made $123 million on that tour. Number 2 was Drake. It was all Blur tour, $189 million. And number 1 was Jay-Z and Beyonce on the Run, $253 million.
Okay.
A lot of money, though.
Yeah, 50 is
A lot of money.
50 is
Crazy.
a marketing genius, and we had fun on that road. We went to all kinds of places. We went to Paris. We went to Dubai.
Bahrain,
We went to shout to Abu
Thailand.
Dhabi. Shout to Bahrain, Thailand.
Man, all over,
Yo,
man.
and those experiences.
Mumbai, India.
And look, you gotta understand, me and 50 was always Murder fans. You know what I'm saying? So Murder is like, when we on the road, it be me, Murder, and our man Light. Shout out to Light.
Like
They call us the Three Amigos. So like, a lot of shit happens on tour. Like as for production, you know, they gotta wake up 5 in the morning, build a stage. Like people be, it's long doing these tours. You ain't seen your kid, you ain't seen your
Definitely.
wife.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of shit happens on tour behind the scenes, and it's understanding because while we're laying in our Armani hotel beds, somebody's building the stage. So we the type that when we around, it's the Three Amigos. We go, we find our bud in whatever country we at, London, Paris, you know, wherever we at.
Oh, you know the streets are * watching * closely now that 50 Cent put Stevie J on blast like that. Everyone's on the edge of their seat, wondering how this drama will unfold and what it means for Stevie J and Diddy's relationship moving forward. Will they mend things, or is this the beginning of a major fallout? The stakes are high, and it feels like we're just scratching the surface of what's to come. All eyes are on this one, and I have a feeling the next chapter will be just as juicy.
And he's been leading not only himself, our people, into some kind of damnation through his actions.
Yeah, I'm just in disbelief, man. I mean, to see his downfall. I mean, he's been on a long run, man. So, to see this is crazy, man. I mean, how long has he been famous?
Nah, so you gotta realize he didn't get his fame until after he made that, remember, you gotta remember this, Mighty. I said he made the atmosphere for Pac to die. He made the atmosphere for Big to die. He created the atmosphere, you understand, for Suge Knight to go to jail, because that's what came out of his mouth. So that didn't happen. His fame he didn't really come famous until after the death of Tupac and the Notorious Big, brother. So that's like 97. He went on that whole Bad Boy tour with the #1 song in the world, Missing You, where he stole the thing from Sting and the music from Source Money, the lyrics from Source Money. Didn't even want to pay that man his money. Waited all those years to pay that man his money. He was stealing people's dreams, man. He's the cause of a lot of people's death, and people ain't gonna see it the way I see it. But when you steal somebody's dreams, Black Rob probably could have changed his life. Probably could have changed the way he thought. Probably could have changed the way he was doing business if he wouldn't have stole G-Dep from him. If he would have treated Craig Mack in the correct way and not try to steal his music, use him in the way that he used Craig Mack to catapult the Notorious Big, Craig Mack's life could have been changed. If he would have never set up the atmosphere and had Big out there in California and bringing Big to that party, the Notorious Big life may still be here. If he wasn't trying to put the Bloods against the Crips, well, they was already against each other anyway, but use the Crips, maybe Tupac would have never had that altercation. But if ands, and buts were candies and nuts, like I always say, Christmas would be every day. And I understand that. But he set up the atmosphere for a lot of people. War. Set up the atmosphere between him and BMF. Come on, man. They say one day you gotta pay the piper. That's why he getting that smoke.
Sauce Money, you brought his name up.
As the dust settled from 50 Cent's fiery post, the speculation started to swirl. Some people began wondering if this could be the asterisk of Stevie J and Diddy's friendship, while others believed it might just be a rough patch they'd get through. Either way, one thing was clear. This celebrity feud was far from over. The streets were talking, gossip was flying, and the tea was burning hot star. But the real question remained: how would Stevie J and Diddy respond to the savage remarks? Would they address the situation head-on, setting the record straight? Or would they let their actions speak louder than words, quietly moving on and leaving the drama behind?
Everybody knew that Puff took Tupac blueprint and changed Biggs and Bad Boy in image. I Get Around, talked about how fly you was, how many girls you mess with, how many cars you drive, how much money you got, what you willing to do. He took his image. Pac was the first one on the scene wearing Versace shirts. He went and got the same Versace shirts Pac had. Which, all right, some dudes would do that. you would never catch me wearing something that somebody else got. He was knocking down all the women that he thought Pac was knocking down. And what I mean is having sex with. Why would you want to have sex with women you know for sure a dude that was once cool with you was dealing with? That's that image. Because you got to realize, bruh, Puff and Pac was cool at one time. We know this. Mopreme said that they was going to sign the Bad Boy. So if he's going to sign to Bad Boy, it was because of Corey and them. I put that picture on the internet. I put the picture on my channel of Corey Jones. Is Corey Jones, Corey Jacobs? I think Corey Jacobs and Pac right next to each other. Those was the real bad boys of Bad Boy. You understand? Those are the ones who got the 16 to life sentences. That Pac was gonna go and be with them first. But then Mopreme said, when it became just Big and Puff, because Corey and them went to jail, he changed his direction. But nobody know why Pac and Puff fell out like they did. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody know why. But Puff had an obsession with him for whatever reason it was, because he started wanting to act. He started wanting to rap. He had an...
It's asterisk crickets asterisk from Stevie J and Diddy since 50 Cent's Savage post went viral, and that silence is only fueling more speculation. People are wondering what's really going on behind closed doors. Are they just laying low, hoping the drama will fizzle out, or is there some serious tension simmering underneath? Here's the kicker, this isn't just about their personal lives. We're talking about major implications for their careers too. Both Stevie J and Diddy are heavyweights in the music industry, and if this feud intensifies and starts affecting their business dealings, things could spiral out of control asterisk quickly star.
His Grammy Award winning speech, he used the same speech that Pac used. That shit is crazy. So when I say I'm obsessed with talking about Puff and telling y'all the truth, who's obsessed with who? Pac had Sarah before Puff. Allegedly he had Sally before Puff. And Kim had an obsession or liked Pac so much, she on the red carpet with Tupac shirt on. Who's obsessed with who?
So you believe Diddy, he only got with Sarah Chapman because Pac, he had her at one point.
And it was a bet in the office. Sarah was messing with an NBA basketball player. Puff bet all the niggas didn't believe that he could get it within 2 weeks. $100. So she actually was a $100 bet that he got.
And who was the NBA player?
I think it was Gary Payton, allegedly. That's what he said. Somebody said, she messed with Gary Payton? I bet you I get it. I bet you I have it within 2 weeks. Me and him and Sarah went to this party in Chicago that he was hosting with the Streets Entertainment. And we went to the store called Cranberry and it's one of those stores like you get fragrance and you get candles, colognes and stuff like that. It's called Cranberry and something. And from that point on, yeah. But you gotta realize, Misa and Kim was friends. He took Misa and Kim was friends. He started dealing with Kim over Misa. Kim and Sarah was friends. I mean, hand to hand, pots and pans. They was close. They all used to, Sarah, Kim, and this other girl, I think she was from Atlanta. What's her name? It missed me right now. But they all used to hang together. So then he went from Kim to Sarah. He liked to do the friend thing. Looked like that.
You're absolutely right. Celebrity feuds like this one between 50 Cent, Stevie J, and Diddy draw people in because we love the drama, the shade, and the behind-the-scenes tea. But as entertaining as it is, the bigger picture here is that these feuds can have some serious, long-lasting consequences. They don't just affect the individuals involved. They can ripple through careers, affect business deals, and change how fans and the public perceive these stars. When you've got heavy hitters like 50 Cent and Diddy involved, the stakes are even higher. Their influence in the music industry and beyond means that this drama could impact more than just their personal lives. It could mess with their professional partnerships, brand deals, and even their legacies. A feud with these kinds of public figures isn't just a quick drama that fades.
Knows how Cassie feels.
Wow. That was big, though. That was big in so many ways, man. I was catching flack, talking about, I never heard of that before. I never heard that Puff ever put his hands on Misa. You just making shit up. If you saw it, you know why you ain't do nothing about it. I didn't see it. And I always say, Mighty, when I heard something, somebody, and these are the people who were saying it, I always say that. I don't try to claim everything. If I see it, I'm gonna tell you I saw it, if I want it to be known. But I said I heard he beat her so bad, she had to. Misa was a little thing then too, man. I mean, like, Misa was a little thing, beautiful little woman, but Misa was like, cause I used to body, when I left Bad Boy, check this out, and people don't know this. When I left when I stopped working for Puff, I started working for Misa. Misa called me up, yo, Gene, I'm scared, I'm afraid, I be wanting to go to parties, I be out, and I know Puff or nobody gonna do anything if I got you with me. I used to bodyguard Misa. She didn't go out all the time. She was trying to get her business up. But when she wanted to go to places and be out and be seen, I was with her. You understand? Misa is like, you know, she may be Asian descent, but she like one of those strict, like those down south mothers. Yo, she did not play. I don't know how Justin got to do some of the things that he's doing now, probably because he went to live with his daddy, but his mama didn't play that. I used to bodyguard her. And that's because she was afraid to be out. Because she didn't want, if she was out with somebody or she was out doing her thing, she didn't want him to say or do anything to her or nobody else. It was for other people too. You understand? So this only proves that the information that I heard somebody and they told me that Puff beat him because of the Eric Sermon. He thought she was dating Eric Sermon, or Eric Sermon had dropped him off. He was in a white Mercedes-Benz. He had dropped her off. He got mad and started beating on her. When he caught up with her. This only proves that one thing happened and some other things probably happened. Cause she said that it only brings back her own trauma, bruh. People don't understand, man, when things like that happen to you, man, and you see it happen to other people, that what's that, PDST or PSDT or something like that? That shit is a MF.
Oh, absolutely. With celebrity feuds, you never know what's coming next. 1 minute, they are throwing shade and airing each other's dirty laundry, and the next, they are posting photos together, all smiles, acting like nothing ever happened. It's a wild ride. So while it's impossible to predict exactly where this one will go, you can bet the streets are watching every move Stevie J and Diddy make from here on out. People are waiting to see if they'll bury the hatchet or if this beef is going to escalate even further. Whatever happens, though, this drama isn't going to stay quiet for long. The eyes of the public are glued to this one.
Hey, yo, it was so crazy, man. You know, the way they explained it, that, he beat that woman till she was crawling up under a car, man. No matter how small she was crawling up under the car, man. You got to be real scared, man. That's crazy. I know it ain't funny, but it's crazy. He was beating her till she ran up under the car, man.
Wow, man. So it got that bad, man?
The way they was explaining to me, man. And I'm like, yo, the first thing I want to know, then what did somebody do? Yo, people was grabbing him, but he wouldn't stop. And if you know Puff wasn't no dude that, he was no weak guy, nothing like that. You understand? I seen Puff slam the many of guys. I used to laugh. You know, guys used to come up there and they try to grab him or whatever like that. Puff used to wrestle and play football. So I seen him grab some street dudes that thought they was like that, and he put them on their back quick. No Diddy.
Yeah, that's crazy. And when you was doing security for her, was he controlling? Like, was he worried about where she was going and keeping tabs on her?
He couldn't control her. He wouldn't. I had left Bad Boy. That would be the last thing that Puff would try to do, is come and confront me or confront Misha when she with me. You understand? And plus, he wasn't doing right by his own child at that time. He wasn't doing right by Justin with Misha at that time. So my whole thing about it, he wasn't gonna do that, not at all. That would be the last thing he would have did. We don't play those games. If I'm protecting Misha, Misha is protected. From babies, from baby daddies, from ex-boyfriends, from whoever. My job is to get her back in her car safe and make sure she get on that highway and get home. And that's what I did. So he wasn't gonna do that, not at all.
Exactly. The real question now is whether Stevie J and Diddy will face this head-on and try to squash the beef, or if they'll just pretend it never happened and keep moving like nothing's wrong. With everything at stake, the way they handle this situation could make or break their reputations. Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure, the T is staying *scalding star.
Man, that's crazy, man. But why haven't any of Diddy's friends spoke up for him?
My man, listen here. All those ones who made it to the Diddy party, to the after party, and to the hotel lobby, they not gonna ruin their brand. They not gonna say nothing. Man, I was watching the other day, listen to me. They did that, they on Channel 2 News here in New York. Gayle King and Nate and that other guy, they were talking about, they showed him beating Cassie, and they showed him the apology in the whole 9 yards. All they said is that we have commentary about that, but we got to go to a commercial. They never came back and said nothing about it. I was like, yo, damn. He still got power like that? Somebody still like him like that? Because you know he was running with Oprah and them. He was running with that whole crew. Weinstein, Oprah, Epstein. He was running with that whole crew. They want to know how we're going to do it, how the public is going to take him. Is the public going to let him back in? And the public is not. The public is already canceling him. I don't believe the industry has canceled him yet. All those people who went to those Diddy parties, not one of them had came out and denounced what he has done. I haven't heard one of them. I have not heard one person denounce, well, man, let God handle it. Get the hell out of here. Get out of here with that. If that was your daughter, would you let God handle it? All those people, they ain't denounced him. They ain't definitely, they can't come forward and say, yo, I support him. Because it would mess up their brand. It would mess up their brand. Jay-Z, we the only one could call each other Sean. Jay is the only one could call me Sean. I'm the only one could call him Sean. Get the hell out of here. If that ain't no fun boy stuff. But you ain't had not one person, brother, not one person sit there and denounce what he did or come forward and say, I support him.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Nobody haven't came out to support him, man. Not one person outside of Stevie J.
Stevie don't count, bro.
You're right. While we're all sitting back, enjoying the drama unfold, we've got to remember that there are real lives at the center of these feuds. The ripple effects can be huge for Stevie J and Diddy, from their personal relationships to their careers and their standing in the industry. It's not just about the drama, it's about how it could shape their futures. But as we all know, in the world of celebrities, any publicity can be *good* publicity, right? Even